Watch Dogs makes GTA 5 look tame. That's the question I'm going to be putting to Dave Houghton from GamesRadar.
Hello.
And we can start by answering that straight away.
Kind of, yeah. It's got a much bigger, wider madness than GTA, but it's also more refined in a weird sort of way as well, like a controlled explosion.
Okay, so it's perhaps not the kind of the knowing sort of tortury weirdness of GTA, but no, potential for more weirdness.
It's not got the overt Saturday morning cartoon madness that GTA's got on the go. That'd be a weird cartoon. But once you get into the real hacking mechanics of it, the kind of sheer depth of weirdness you can unleash on the world, well, either kind of full purpose or just for a laugh, is immensely wide-ranging, yeah.
I don't think I'm alone in thinking that I'm quite surprised by that, because all the stuff we've seen so far makes it seem quite a serious game. So, yeah. Were you taken aback by that? Yeah,
really surprised, really pleasantly actually. Because I think the thing about Watch Dogs is because it's been so quiet for so long, no one's really got a grasp of what this game really is in terms of personality. But because I think everyone thought it was going to be like some sort of open world Hitman Deus Ex style with a big conspiracies, technobabble vibe, which it kind of is. But at the same time, it's got a really silly, breezy kind of just seat your pants madness kind of flow to it as well.
Right, so have you got any sort of specific examples of stuff that we may have seen already? Or
yeah, well, I mean, obviously the hacking mechanic, I think everyone's been interested in how that actually works, because again, we've seen very controlled demos of it so far. The gist is effectively any device or even person in the world, pretty much. Everywhere you look, there's something you can do something with, whether it's got a purpose or it's just for a laugh, basically. You just line up your cursor, press the hack button, the thing does what it's going to do. Whether that's locking or unlocking a security door, switching the lights on and off, jumping from camera to camera, messing around with traffic lights, whatever. It's all and it's instant and it's really quick, which gives it this like really breezy kind of seat of the pants improvisational feel all the same time. So say you're in a police chase, right? For a start, the police are a lot more aggressive than they would be in GTA. They're a lot smarter, they're a lot harder, they're a lot faster.
Right.
The only way you're going to get through that police chase and escape is by using everything you can find, like improvisationally on the way, just to create havoc on the way. So obviously, you'll be tripping every set of traffic lights you can in the hope that's going to cause a car smash behind you, and it often does. Or you'll be finding, you'll turn down a street and you'll see a set of road bollards. You'll activate those the second you go over them, pen the guys in behind you, or even boost your car if you time it right. You can probably knock yourself in the air with them. Or, like, say you'll accidentally find yourself near a suspension bridge, which will be perfect timing. You'll hit that, lift the bridge up, everyone will go barrel into the sea as you use it as a ramp as you're going across it.
So is it a case of just pressing a single button to do this, or is it like trying to type a text message while you're driving?
There's one or two times where you maybe, as general set pieces, you've got to hack into a serious mainframe. Then the old video game rule that hacking is always pipe mania kicks in. You get the little kind of Bioshock style minigame. But generally, yeah, they've kept it as, I think they want to keep it so emergent and really fast paced, basically. So you find the thing you want, you hit a button, and you either prime it or you do whatever it does.
So we made reference before to the silliness, which is quite surprising.
Yeah.
What did you see that was particularly weird?
Well, I mean, I don't know whether it's indirectly inspired by GTA 5, but there's a bit where later on in the game you can find this digital trip dealer, where they're selling these like electronically enhanced drugs, effectively, where it's the equivalent of the pot smoking missions in GTA 5, really.
Right.
Where it just throws the rules out the window and gives you a mad mini game. The first one I played effectively turns the city into Carmageddon, and you're driving around whooping zombies with your car for bonus points. The second one gives you a spider tank, which you've probably seen in screenshots and trailers now.
We did, yeah. We actually
thoroughly confused by.
Yeah, we did a sort of 22 things you missed video, which you can watch by clicking here. And there were two of the things that we picked up on that we couldn't explain. Was the spider tank, and there was one bit with sort of Ghost Rider style flaming.
Yeah, the flaming head zombies. Yeah.
So it's nice to know that that's just a trip, and the game hasn't gone completely mad.
And obviously it's got its own kind of ranking system for that stuff as well. It's all legitimately fleshed out. It's like 10 years ago it would have been a game in itself, basically. But the spider tank, yeah, it runs, it jumps, it climbs walls, it shoots down cars when it's up there. It's a lot of fun.
Sounds amazing. And in terms of combat elsewhere, how does that work out?
Again, really interesting. It follows the same pattern as the driving in that I think the game's set up so that anything, if you don't hack, becomes hard as nails really quickly. Again, the AI opponents in terms of gunplay are really smart, really aggressive. They'll be on you straight away. But the obvious set piece to flag up how it works, though, I think there was one mission where I was tasked with scoping out a gang hideout and finding the guys and interrupting some sort of shady deal when they were down there via guns and bullets. I had a minute to scope out the area first of all and set traps. By this point I've got trip mines, I've got manual explodable bombs, I've got electronic lures I can throw around to drag AI in certain directions. So I set them all over the place. There's also a bit of bit of smart on-the-fly detective work as well, in that it says, oh, maybe some cars will be coming in, find out where they're going to be. And you can just look around, and if you look closely, you'll find some tyre tracks imprinted in the ground, which is obviously it's a regular meeting spot. So you think, oh, bomb there then. And then you just wait for them to arrive and then just trigger it as you see fit. But it's about kind of creating a sort of preemptive strike plan and sort of tailoring the environment to your own needs, and then just hoping it all pulls off during a really frantic firefight afterwards.
That does sound particularly good, and I think that's a thing that maybe I didn't quite expect from it, that level of finesse, so that's quite exciting. In terms of the open world then, if we sort of wrap up with this, how does it compare to other open world games? Obviously we sort of threw in the crass Grand Theft Auto comparison at the start because we have to, but how does it compare?
See, really favourably actually. Again, I mean, not wanting to label the GTA thing again, because in terms of identity, it very much feels like its own game. But yeah, in terms of the depth and variety and sheer size of it, there's a hell of a lot going on you can easily compare to it. You know, it's got little GTA things like you go to a bar and you can find drinking games or chess games you can play just for a laugh. There's tons and tons and tons of side missions, and I probably spent as much time on those as I did the main stuff. Where, like, say you can preempt some work, like with Minority Report style, you can preempt where the crime's going to take place, and then sort of stalk your way down, find the guy, stalk your way down to where he's going to be, and try and prevent the crime, or at least stop him escaping on the way out. There's rafts and rafts of things, and the size of the map is huge. I mean, there's one point I zoomed out to see how big it was, and yeah, I mean, it compares to anything I've seen in an urban game in a long, long time.
And is it purely urban? Because we saw some glimpses of sort of rural stuff in one of the trailers, but
possibly so. I mean, I would have to guess. Yeah, I mean, I played about 4 hours, and even then, I still hadn't ventured further out from the city and maybe some suburban bits from on the outer.
I suppose there's not much to hack out there.
Well, yeah, as soon as you get in a barn, trying to hack the cow, see what that does. I don't think it's going to work that well, but presumably they'll find some MacGuffin to get stuff out there. But yeah, it looks massive and very, very, very varied. Yeah.
That's awesome. I think that pretty much covers everything we need to at the moment, unless you can think of anything else that you particularly want to tell us about.
I think that's about it. Awesome. Apart from the one time I did have a really fun time in a police chase when I barreled down a side alleyway, unlocked, there were electronic gates, unlocked them, drove in, locked them on the way out, managed to pin an entire squad of police cars into about 4 feet and drive away scot-free.
Sounds a little bit like Blues Brothers.
It basically is. It's like it's the Blues Brothers meets the Matrix, pretty much.
There you go. Definitive verdict. Thanks very much for that, Dave. And subscribe now, and please like this video if you enjoyed it. And we'll have a review of Watch Dogs in the near future. Thanks very much for watching.
Hey, why are you doing this?